Hey, Dental Nachos crew, this is Paul, Dr. Nacho, and I have a question for you. Would you like to make one of the most annoying things about being a practice owner less annoying? One of the things that make you feel like this inside, and that is billing and handling insurance. So I have my friend, key resource and sponsor, Rick Garofolo, founder of Practice Mechanic, here to share how they make things less annoying for you as a practice owner. We use it in our office. It's been awesome. Rick, thanks for being here. Share with the group what you do and how you help dentists.
Well, thank you for having me. The big thing we do here is remote billing. We really take you guys dealing with insurance out of the office, off of your plate, so your team at the office can concentrate on what's important, which is the patients that are standing there.
That's
So
awesome.
we do remote billing, insurance verification. We collect on outstanding claims. We'll enter your payments if you want. Pretty much make it so you guys never have to deal with or talk to an insurance company ever again.
So, I mean, you take the hassle out of one of the hassle things. You do that for us. I mean, just to share with our audience here, we may have an associate, we may have a practice owner. Walk us through, someone says, okay, Rick, I don't want to bill anymore. My office, right? I mean, this was very helpful pre-pandemic, Rick, but during the pandemic, when we have just so much going on, we don't have the team members back that we had before. Walk us through if an office said, okay, I want to find out more about this. What do you do with the office, and who's your point person there most of the time?
In the dental office, our point person is usually the office manager or the front desk, whoever's running the front desk.
Gotcha.
That's really our point person. And I mean, I'll tell you the process pretty
Sure.
simple. We work remotely right in your software. So like for you guys, it's Dentrix, EagleSoft, Open Dental Curve, whatever it may be. So we work right in your software, in your practice management software. We can verify insurance if you want us to, enter the plan, put the breakdown in the system, link the fee schedules. That way when you do a treatment plan, it's right.
Yeah, that's
when
perfect.
it says collect $112.13, that's what you should be collecting. Then after the patient's visit, you guys walk the patient out like you normally would. You put the claim in, the claims window or the batch processor or, waiting to send, whatever your software calls it. And we take it from there.
Awesome.
We submit the claim. We do all the attachments. We'll attach narratives, perio charts, x-rays, whatever's needed to get the claim paid. And then we start collecting on those outstanding claims 28 days after the date of service. So we'll call the insurance company and say, where's the money?
Nice.
Pay me,
I like this. So you help dentists get paid faster with less hassle. And I want to share a quick story because I believe the story is the star. When I've been a restaurant server, I worked at a diner, I worked at a corporate Mexican place where some of my love of nachos was born, and I worked at a high-end restaurant in Princeton. And when I got there, I was used to getting my own bread and doing my stuff. And the restaurant manager said, we don't want you to do any of that. We want you to be able to have quality time with your table. And it's the same thing in our dental offices. Your office team can be distracted by doing the not fun stuff instead of connecting with your patients like they should. So not only do you do billing, Rick, tell us a little about this verification process. I'm a big fan of LocalMed, another key resource and sponsor, but people say, okay, you get a new patient, they come in. How do you help verify these people?
Well, I mean, we typically want to see the information in advance. Some offices shy away from that. Some offices are all for it. I think, get that information, call them when they schedule their appointment. Hey, what insurance do you have? You have MetLife, your name, your date of birth, social security number or ID number, and we'll verify it. We work 3 days ahead, get the verifications done, get them entered into the system. We have a 98 blank insurance verification form that we use.
Nice.
And we fill that out, depending on if you want the basic or the extensive verification, we fill that form out in full for every single patient every day.
I mean, to me, that's such a valuable thing because then you can share with the potential new patient if it fits to be in your office and you're participating or not, or how that works. And this can be incredibly confusing. And it also, you guys are a team of pros at this, but having your own office manager or front desk sit on the phone trying to do this really can just be a waste of time. And it's also, Rick, I'm sure you're a lot of office managers who love your team because you're taking away the jobs that people don't really want to do. Do you find that?
Oh, absolutely. That nobody in the office wants to sit on hold for an hour waiting. We actually broke a record last week. somebody here was on hold with Aetna for 3 hours and 52 minutes.
Jeez, that's just,
So
that's just,
that was a record breaker. And especially now, hold times are long. A lot of those reps are working from home now. So, we'll get on the phone to verify an insurance policy and hear their kid in the background or their cat. I was on the phone this morning and heard the cat meowing in the background.
right. Yeah. I've seen that on major news networks, and that's how you feel inside when you're on for 3 hours, like my friend, Mr. Grumbly. But instead, embrace my other motto, just be nice and eat nachos, and do this for your team. So Rick, if someone's listening to this, and I want to share, associates, you can help too. Anyone can share a good idea. Maybe you work at a practice where they have no idea people like Rick and his team exist. JFO, just find out more. So if someone's sitting there, Rick, saying, this sounds like something I'd like to learn about, how do they find out more from you?
It's real simple. They can either, number one, all of our information, our pricing, our breakdown, what we do, everything is on our website. It's practicemechanic.com.
Awesome.
And then you just click on services and it's broken down, remote billing, verification, everything is right there. I like to be very transparent. I put the pricing out there in advance because, that's a big part of what you guys do. And that's, honestly, a new service we're offering is profit and loss analysis.
Awesome.
So, I'm looking at all these clients that we have who are paying revenue well and weave and this one and that one all at the same time, and they all do the same thing.
Yeah. Helping people sort through all the services. Being a practice owner is like being a parent of a 3-year-old that never grows up. It's great sometimes, it's challenging sometimes, but your brain is engaged in making sure this practice runs. And I'm giving a lecture soon, and we're going to talk about, how to survive during the pandemic, which is a P word. And my 3 Ps are people, protocols, and profit. Because at the end of the day, if there's no profit, you have no business. So it has to be people, what's happening with your people. What about protocols, enhancing protocols, and profit? So I appreciate that very much, Rick. We have a Nachos landing page that we'll share as well. Before we jump off, any parting words for the Nacho verse, anything you'd like to share before we end?
Well, just, like you say, JFO, find out, call, schedule a call with me. We can talk. I can tell you we're not right for everybody. There's been plenty of offices I have told straight up, it's not going to work. You're not going to be happy.
And that's great because I wanted to ask you, that's such a great, I'm a big story fan. Do you have a success story or think of a client? Because I know my dentist people, Rick, dentist, a bit skeptical, a little bit. I'm here in the basement of that moderator's playroom, a bit like your grandmother in the basement. Everyone is out to get you. But when you find out about cool things like what you're doing, share a success story maybe of a client who said, I don't know, this is for me. And now you guys are doing great.
Well, I can think of one off the top of my head. We have a client in San Diego, California. They are a perio office, all specialists, 4 doctors. I think they have 8 or 9 hygienists working. They're a big, busy office. And I actually tried to talk him out. He called me in March, right as we shut down for the pandemic. And I tried to talk him out of it. I said, you're too big. You could, for what you're going to pay me a month, you could hire somebody to do it in-house, pay their full salary plus benefits. I tried to talk him out of it. He tried to talk himself out of it. But one of his associates said, no, I heard this guy speak and just try it for 2 months. Well, for less than what he would have paid somebody, we spent the whole pandemic collecting that money. They went from $340,000 in outstanding claims to, that was in March. Just this past month, the month of July, August 1st, we pull the reports. They're under $2,000 in over 30-day outstanding claims.
That's so great. I love that. One of my favorite comedians, Gary Goldman, has a great joke about how when you find $20 in your pocket, you get the guacamole at Chipotle, no questions asked, right? So you're basically finding money for practice. So you practice owners like me, who sometimes you can fall behind even with the best they are, utilize the practice mechanic to basically bring you money that's your money anyway. So I love it, Rick. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Reach out, practicemechanic.com. We have a landing page. What's the best email for you, Rick, in case someone wanted to email you directly?
My email address is rick, R-I-C-K, @practicemechanic.com. So again, super simple. I like simple things.
I like it. Simple strategies for success. This is one of the best things that we do. I appreciate you sharing and being a Nacho Key resource and sponsor, Rick. Thanks so much.
No problem. Thank you.
See you guys later.